So my goal with every drill is to make the drill easy enough that we can build the new habit, but challenging enough that it resembles a game as much as possible. Let's start with a little form shooting. I do want you to play with the distance. I want you to play with the spots on the floor so that you're not just shooting the same shot every single time over and over. They're shooting slightly different shots every single time. So we're going isolation drill, 1, 2, 3, lift and snap. So starting up there. So we'll start with just at that point, index finger on the bottom of the ball, guide hand beside, 2, 3, and then lift, yep. Two, 3, good. Yeah. Why did I do that? Do you remember why? I made a little adjustment so that I'll be right-handed because I don't demonstrate very well lefty. You're a little bit like that, okay? I'm exaggerating a lot so you can see it. I moved you into that position. Why? Not sure?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you are, my finger's on the bottom of the ball right now, that's good.
Go that direction.
Yes. So as I snap my wrist, I come off the bottom of the basketball because my wrist snap is going to go along the line of my finger. And because my finger's not along the line, I don't end up on the bottom of the ball. The ball goes that direction, my wrist goes this direction. Here, I snap, I'm always on the bottom of the ball goes straight, my follow through goes straight, okay? So it's that, people talk about the elbow in, and that's part of the problem, but really what they should be worried about is getting the elbow in enough that we can get that along the target line. But you can also go elbow in too much where now this isn't along the target line anymore. Yep. It's that finger, the angle of the part of the body that's touching the basketball that matters, not the elbow. They help each other. Nice. And so then when you're watching by yourself, you'll know you're doing this better. You'll know you're doing it poorly if the ball isn't spinning well. If the ball's spinning strangely, then you're going to be pushing the ball offline sometimes. Okay? If the ball's spinning purely, you're pushing along the line, it's going to go straight more often. So you'll be able to watch the spin. Good. Good. That's all right. Shoulders over top of the hips, not going to be athletic. Like go shoulders over top of your hips. Like go shoulders back in that position. Feel how unstable you are. Right? Okay, now go shoulders over top of. Okay, I can get you, but I have to push way harder to get you, and you're able to withstand it. Okay, so be in that position to start. Yeah. And you can practice like this, but if we practice like this and then in the game we go to this position, we've never practiced like the way that we actually shoot in a game. So how are we ever going to be consistent? Nice. Give me ABC now. Start right on the top of the ball, lift it to that point, guide hand off, and then lift. Do you remember the little micro skill I gave you yesterday during the workout? Good. Start to add movement now to slow to quick. So hops or steps. Good. Don't even worry about the dribble part of it yet. Just kind of, even though it's travel, just hop different directions. Step different directions. Just play with, and then into slow to quick. Obviously, we're going to be adding the dribbles right now, but just as you're learning every day and then warming up every day, start with really simple and then add on top of it. Not shoulders over hips. Yeah. Good. Don't think for a second I haven't seen every single NBA player I've worked with airball one of those. And especially on workout number 2. So you'll notice I didn't really react because it's kind of expected. You're learning. Now you remember the shot that you airballed? Yep. You remember the shot after the shot that you airballed? Yeah. What was the result of the shot after the shot that you airballed?
I made it.
Swish, right? Always trying as a shooter, as you're developing a shooter's mindset, always trying to remember that, yeah, bad shots are going to happen. But really remember, even after the bad shot, I had a good shot. So when a bad shot happens in the game, you're not stressed. You know you can make the next one. You pointed out to yourself over and over and over again, yeah, that was a bad shot. I made the next one. Okay, so we'll be very aware of those sorts of things. Start to change the angle of your body now. So everything has been kind of facing the rim. Yeah, there, hopping and turning, stepping and hopping with turns and rotations. Yep, and then slow to quick. Going at the elbow. We might have done this game. You're going to hold the ball out in front of you as much as you possibly can. That might be a little bit too far. Let's come right inside there. Okay, you have to hold the ball with the ball extended. You're going to drop the ball, let it bounce as many times as you want. Did we play this game last time? Okay. I am not allowed to touch the ball first. You have to touch the ball first. So your goal, how you basically win the game is you're going to try and let the ball bounce as many times as you want and then snatch it away from me, okay, with catching the ball with the middle of your hand on the top of the basketball and then getting it in tight to your body. That's the goal of the drill, and then from there, you're going to shoot it, okay? As you're doing that, the second you touch the ball, I'm allowed to try and touch it too. So the second that you touch it, I'm going to be trying to swipe it out of your hands. The drill's stacked for you to win a lot, which is because we don't want to spend time with me knocking the ball away from you a whole bunch and you never get a chance to shoot it. But you are allowed to be deceptive too, okay? So I'll let you figure out what that means. You drop it. Good, and then slow to quick. Yeah. And now you play with the speed of it. As soon as you snatch it in, you may need in the beginning to snatch it in and then think, okay, now what do I need to do on my shot? But hopefully we can start to snatch it in and right into it in time. Play with the speed of it. This is what happens now after, so I lost that one. I'm just going to go to center court later on if it starts to happen where I'll do the full half court, but I don't want to take time away from your practice right now. Can't believe that you got me with the fake on the first. Very angry about that. Shoot, I thought you were going to fake on that one too. Go ahead. Good. Now, having me this close to you right now is probably going to force what habit that we want to avoid. Which habit that we've talked about today, or possibly, or even just your shoulder where you go like, oh, I feel like he's closer to me here, I'll do this. No, we don't. We want to be able to be protected here, athletic stance, not a timid, unathletic stance. Okay, so let's make sure that we're not overwhelming you with things to think about. The game is going to remind you to get it close, so you don't really need to think about that. But see if you can remember thumb wide on the get it close and then straight up. Just those two things, thumb wide and then straight up. Change the game just a little bit. You come be me for a second. So rather than dropping it here, we're just going to drop it out there. Okay? So now both of us have to move on it. Same rules. Oh, shoot. Yep. Okay. Good. We did this one in the workout yesterday. Roll the ball, pick up the middle of the ball with the middle of your hand. Yeah, good. And then try to, so feet were in a good position, that's great. Picked up the ball well, picked up the ball like that, and then got down. See if you can get down and boom, right into, so again, we're practicing picking up, tucking it in, lifting it smoothly. Beat the ball to the spot, good. Be efficient with your hands. I want to say encyclopedia because I'm old. You know what an encyclopedia is. If you opened up the encyclopedia to find out like how to catch a basketball, there would have been a picture of you on that rep in that position. Like you deliberately put your hands in the right position. That's the whole point of us going slowly, is so that you have time to do that. And the more often you actually do that, the better you're going to get at it, the faster you're going to be able to do it. And now we've got a habit that will actually help us in a game. Good, good, good. Did you mess up because you forgot, or did you mess up because you just caught it wrong? Okay, so that's the reality of a game. That's not really a mess up. That's just a sport. So great that you're aware of it. Good. Remember Monday when you would shoot and I would put my hand behind there? Okay, imagine I'm doing that. Catch the middle of the ball. Attaboy. I'm going to pass it to you. If my hands are down, you do the same thing you've always done. Okay? If I put my hands back out, you pass it to me and we just do it again. Okay, now you're finding a different spot. So you pick the spots, I'm passing it to you where you go. So you're over there, good. I'm here, you pick, good. Everything here. So imagine the beginning of your shot has a cookie cutter, okay, with like the snowman or the like whatever it is. We make the dough when it comes out looks exactly the same for each cookie, but then when we cook them, the end product, they all look similar, but they don't look exactly the same. The end product is the result, but I want you to try to be as cookie cutter as you can at the beginning of your shot. Okay, this is your dough. Okay, be as cookie cutter as you can. Shoulders over top, middle of the body, middle of the hand on the middle of the ball, pointed at the hoop. Try and just get used to the feeling of that position, and then we'll try to be able to make the same move out of the same position as much as we possibly can. Good. We're gonna move into here. I want you to give me isolation drill. This one, 1, 2, 3, lift and snap with 4 fingers, no pinky. The second the ball goes through the hoop so that you've made 2 in a row, the second that happens, you're gonna almost sprint to it doesn't have to be a sprint to this corner. I'm gonna give it to you, you're gonna catch A, B, C, okay? As soon as the second one of 2 in a row goes through the hoop. Yeah. Pinky off. 1, 2, 3. Good. One. Really good. Excellent. So we're going to keep going with that idea until you make the 2 in a row and this one. And then we're going to change it up to do it on this side. And all I'm going to try and do is say, okay, learn something from this and then try and apply it into that. So learn, 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 apply. Okay? Okay. 1. 2. Good. When you get to ABC, try and give me a little bit more of a pause at the set point so that you can really start to, like, we're learning something from this position or this body position, this position. See if you can give yourself a second to be A, B, C. Just stop in B for a little bit, a half second even. Legs bent, good. 2, 3, 1. Good. A, B, C. Good. Attaboy, much better. Good. Great shot. Yes, good. charge circle, you're just gonna back pedal out 2 steps, catch A, B, C. Charge circle, back pedal out, catch A, B, C. Second make of 2 in a row, you're gonna slide over to that side and then a quick A, B, C from there, okay? This will be fairly slow and fairly deliberate, okay? Sure. This will be fairly slow and deliberate. That one I want to be a little faster, okay? A, B, C, good. Attaboy. Good. Same thing, slow to quick. Make sure it's, because the ball has way farther to travel than your legs do. Your legs only have to do that. The ball has to get all the way from here to there. Let the ball have a head start. Let the ball move first, and then fire your legs. So during that slow part, that's when your legs are staying bent. The quick part, good. That's why we practice the backwards part so much. Backwards is hard. And it'll be a good idea for you to practice a lot of backwards stuff yourself on your own, because backwards is gonna, if you do make the mistake of being shoulders over top of the hips, you're not gonna be able to control it. You're gonna have to be shoulders over knees, okay? Which way did we go? That one. Okay, so we got the other one, or we did that? Slow, quick, good. Make the slow part slower. Good. 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 That's a better shot. Ah, unlucky. Good. 1.